So today I wanted to just show you a quick little bit of a Europe album that I did for my husband for a trip that he took 8 years ago. I'm using the Close to My Heart Wanderful Picture My Life package. It's close to the Project Life idea with the card scrapbooking. So it came with this really great title page, and all through the album I took some of the Close to My Heart slate twist ties and some of the Close to My Heart durable triangle studs and just did kind of my own embellishment on them. I used the Close to My Heart flip flaps through the book a lot too, to put in some of his memorabilia that is important to have with that kind of thing, I think. And then I just put the flip flaps in. You can see that I wrote behind like where that money is from, and so I just wanted to show you because I wasn't really interested in the Picture My Life or Project Life programs at all until they came out with this Wanderful package, and I thought with all of the way that it's designed for travel that it would be a great way to finally put some of these, well, all of these pictures into an actual album for my husband's scrapbooked, not just an old school picture album. So I used some of the Close to My Heart flip flaps throughout to put in some of the extra pictures that in my world would have been considered duplicates, but to him they're pretty important. So and you can see that by putting in some of those extra little touches that it doesn't look like it's just cards thrown in. You can see that like someone cared, and I love that the Picture My Life and the Project Life give you that base to start with, but the freedom to kind of let your creativity flow and do whatever you want to do with those cards to kind of bling them up to match what you're working on. So I did use lots of the flip flaps throughout. When I finished all the album and I had extra cards left over, I went through and put some of those in just for extra embellishment, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough throughout the whole album before I went ahead and put more in. Because he takes so many vertical or horizontal pictures, I wanted to make sure I had enough of the 3x4 verticals and the 4x6 horizontals to make it through the whole album. And there's another one of those little flip flaps in there. Just lots of great little stuff that this kit it allows you to do and make it so simple without having to spend a ton of money buying all different kinds of papers and embellishments, and it keeps a flow throughout the whole album because you're using the same colors and the same designs, and like it just all flows so nicely together to show your work, to show your love, your memories out where you can see them on a regular basis. He hasn't looked through these pictures since the day he put them in an album, so I'm pretty excited for them to be in our normal scrapbooking stuff where our daughters now can pull them out and, Daddy, what's that? And where did you go? And so you can see with some of them, because there were so many of these horizontal 4x6 pictures, that I took them and I cut them right down in half and was able to put them in the two different pockets, and they still show just like one picture. And then for some of them I put the flip flaps in because they're the same locations, not necessarily the same pictures, and then you were able to get this great effect that he took from on top of the Eiffel Tower there, where you can see the whole field laid out before him. And so it was great to be able to kind of put that in there and show some of the other pictures that he took that relate to that whole scene that he was viewing there. I was very careful too when I did it not to put too many of the Eiffel Tower ones elsewhere since he was going there, and not to use like the New York side of some of the cards or the San Francisco side, because he was nowhere near those places at all. So I just wanted to share and show you what you can do with the Project Life and the Picture My Life, because I just fell in love with it and didn't see anything on Pinterest with this kit. So I hope you've enjoyed our little trip through Europe and it's given you some ideas and maybe inspired you to enjoy some of the Picture My Life and Project Life stuff too. Thanks for looking.